Hello, good morning. Right, so today, well, first things first. This morning I got up and thought I'm going to do some garden stuff because it's dry, a little bit sunny. Let's kind of get ahead of that because it's stuff that needs to be done. So I thought I've got to B&Q and I've got to B&M and do the usual things. Could not find my AirPods anywhere. Does anybody else not shop without AirPods? I can't deal with it. And realised I must have left them at work. So then I'm thinking, that is a nightmare. Like, will they even still be there when I get back? So that was, you know, an issue. I actually went into the office because it's 24 hours, it's open all the time, and they were there. So that was one crisis averted. Then I took Ella to the tip, get rid of a load of stuff. And now I've come back, I'm making me and Lee some eggs on toast, scrambled eggs on toast. And then I'm gonna get into the garden. Okay, so far, I mean, what is this all about? This must just be, it's like distended from time, heat, I don't know. Look how gross this is. So we're undecided right now about whether or not we're just gonna clean it out, put it in the garage for now because energy crisis is not allowing us to. I'm not gonna spend hundreds of pounds heating this, but part of us thinks maybe we'll use it in the summer. So I don't know. So right now, that's what is happening with that. I'm just draining this and I'm going to clean it out. And then I started replacing, well, not replacing, but like going over this because it's been breaking. You see where I got this? It's like plastic bamboo from B&M 2 or 3 years ago. And the reason that I bought the plastic one is I thought it would last longer than the wood because we've got the wood one here and it's all bad. However, it's still there. It's not kind of like snapping and breaking. I didn't think about it, but it's a very windy area where our garden is. And that one had pretty much come down completely. And this has snapped a lot. The one in the middle is kind of faring okay. But I bought some proper bamboo version. And I'm just going to kind of lay it over top for now. And see how I feel. I can always paint it, can't I? What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, I can always paint it.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
You know when you start something and you regret everything. So I've put all of this in, which is great. That's done now. I need to push these back, which is harder than it seems because they're very heavy. And this I need to deal with. But I also look at it's just too much stuff. I need to paint a load of stuff. This is not for today. I need to rearrange, clean, whatever. But what I did do is I strung up my roses. There's 2 roses in this box, and they've grown amazingly, but they kind of like hang on whatever. And I've had a few things kind of holding them up, but I'm really happy with this. I've just put a load of wire and like separated them all out and hung them. I love the idea of them like actually climbing over this little pergola. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I'm abandoning this for now because I have one other job that needs to be done today. This has needed to be done for ages, but I just want to trim all of these kind of, you know, the extra bits on the top of the lavender before this all starts to do its thing.
stand alone. Show me
I don't know what
where the
possessed me,
ending goes.
but I spent a lot of time on this manicure, and then the next day I decided to garden, so ruined. Also, this is my hands after the chopping away. I didn't finish it. You can see here. I didn't finish the job. I probably only got like maybe a third done. Can you see out of that side? It looks a lot better on the part that I have done, but doing it by hand, rough on my hands. I actually got a blister because I was doing it with scissors. Lee was like, why don't you use the strimmer? I want to kind of get in and just not take the tops off the lavender. I just want to take off the kind of dead wood. Anyway, I'll do a bit more in a few days. Instead of like do everything today that I usually do, I'm trying to chip in as and when I have a little bit of energy to do it. But I am happy with how the bamboo's looking. I think that looks really, really smart. Again, made some headway in emptying the hot tub. I bought 3 little French lavenders over there that I'm going to plant at some point. I'm kind of undecided, but I feel like what I'd like to do is put, where the hot tub is, I'd like to put this little unit, this, what's this called? Come on. Oh my God. The words, it is very early. This like sofa unit in that corner over there. And then in this area, I'm thinking of doing a table. We just didn't utilize the garden at all last year, but you can see down here with the pots situation, that was something that basically took over my life. And if I was outside, I was making concrete pots. That's a different thing now. I'm using a substance, a compound called jesmonite, which is not concrete, which is not gonna block up my drains, which was a real concern. This is actually an eco resin, so it safely can go down the drain. If I got it in my hands, I could wash my hands in the sink, for example. I'm not pouring it down the drain. But you can't do that with concrete. With concrete, if I got something on my hands, which I did all the time, I had to be very, very careful. So yeah, then anything I did last year outside was to do with that, and it just kind of became a bit of an unused space for fun. This year, I want to spend spring and summer outdoors, so I am going to start chipping away at those little garden chores to do. I'm dressed. I'm more awake now. I'm not as dressed as this appears to be. It's just like a big shirt. It looks more like I'm like dressed, but I'm not dressed. Also, I'm dressed for weather that it is not. I'm dressed for spring, as you can hear. It's been raining. So I am going to Starbucks. I know I just had a coffee, which was great, but I really want a blueberry muffin. I've been craving a blueberry muffin for 24 hours. So I'm going to get a little tall latte, second of the day, and a blueberry muffin. And that'll be just nice little morning treat. Oh, I was supposed to take my car into the garage, but they've just called me and said they don't have a...
Hey, what can I get, babe?
Hi, could I get a tall latte with just 1 pump of vanilla, please?
Tall latte with 1 pump of vanilla, 8 no,
And a blueberry muffin, please.
and a blueberry muffin. Reserved it.
That's everything, thank you.
Wonderful driver.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna go and take my car in to be looked at again because the engine light's still on from the last time I took it. But they've just called me and said they don't have a courtesy car today, so I'm not doing that. And that's what's happening to me today. They had the cup. They had the cup that I saw in Meadowhall the other day and said to Lee, oh, I need that cup. But the Starbucks line was really, really long. And they had it. It's just so cool. It looks like a creamsicle. It's the best. Following along. This time last week on Monday, I was feeling really positive. I was like, yeah, everything's going to be great. I'm going to have a totally different vibe for this week. And then I had my doctor's appointment on Tuesday and it was like, wah, wah, really low. So it's Monday again and we're shaking it off. I'm also really glad that I did that garden stuff yesterday because it's very rainy today now. So yeah, I'm working through, I had this big ottoman full of clothes. It was, I'll be honest with you, I was using it as my like laundry bin. So I was throwing clothes in there, but then I kept taking things from the top, and then there's things in the bottom of there that have been there since the summer. I know, judge your weight, but I really don't care. I'm trying to, well, I have emptied it completely out. I've just got a massive pile of clothes in my bedroom, and I'm steadily going through it all. And from there, once they're clean and dry, I'm decluttering. Like, there's some things that there's a reason that I didn't pull them back out to wash because I didn't enjoy them, or they just weren't for me, and so they need to be gone. I think I've also got some clothes that are underneath my bed. Steadily, I'm not doing this as like, oh, today I have to do this big job. I'm kind of chipping away at things, which feels like I'm doing nothing, and it feels like everywhere's a mess all the time, because it is, but everywhere's a mess all the time because I'm not doing an entire job to fruition, but I am chipping away at much larger jobs without them feeling overwhelming. So yeah, I'm gonna have my latte. What I like to do is I like to order little lattes and blueberry muffins in apparently cups that I definitely don't need, but look how beautiful it is. And that's how I build up my points. And then I'm saving my free drinks to use on lime refreshers when they inevitably come back in the summer, because that is my all-time favourite Starbucks drink. And that is one that has to be a large. It's actually so cold. And I'm a bit worried about getting coffee on this. I'm going to put a sweatshirt on. I know you all told me that the air fryer would change my life. So far, just being able to like chip one potato, that's pretty great. What should I be making in this thing? What is going to be like revolutionary? Right, I'm in Tesco because when I did that shopping vlog at the weekend, quite a few people said I should check out Tesco for a pink t-shirt. I can see some pink in the distance, but I'm not seeing like a, oh, I love that neon, but it's just not for me. Oh, this colour though, that is so soft. Love a little pale pink, and these ones too. Yeah, I feel like there would be like just like a basics section. Okay, I actually did find the pink t-shirt. Just realised the clip that I thought I'd filmed then, it didn't film. Right, this is the pink t-shirt. I really appreciate those of you who pointed me in this direction, because they do have quite a few, although these, weirdly, 2 small sizes, or the medium and large, not there. This is not quite right, because it's like a slash neckline almost. I want like a crew neck, just a basic. This is, I find this a lot with like supermarket clothes. I call it like a mom fit. I don't know who decided that this was a thing, that women wanted slouchy, like this is a perfect example, that women wanted slouchy clothes and boat necks, but it's a thing in the supermarket. I really like that actually. I'm not a Nirvana fan, can't bring myself, but I might look in the men's section because the men's t-shirts are always a bit funky. They've got some really nice ones. I actually really like this one. Can I show you? It's going to be hard to show you. It's oh, there we go, Gas Monkey. I like the colours of that one. I think really what I want is a band t-shirt that's not a real band, because I don't want to wear a band t-shirt of a band I don't actually listen to, but I like the band t-shirt style. See, if they had a men's one in the right pink, that probably would work. But no, it's not meant to be. Oh my god, though, look at these. Like an ombre hoodie. Oh, I love this so much. They've also got a really cute pink one. The men's section in Tesco is so much better. Like next, I've just bought myself some eye drops because my eyes are so dry recently. I'm having a look at the nail polish selection because I really want, what I want is kind of like it's very specific, like a pale, like a muted neon coral is what I have in my mind. I feel I have made up this shade, and it's one of those, I've got such a specific want, I will never find quite what it is, but they do have a really good selection in this Tesco, especially the remote ones. Should we do a car haul? Not a car haul, but an in-car haul. I was really jealous of the this situation, the dashboard thing in that courtesy car I had a few weeks ago, because something about it, when I put my car, what's wrong with me today? When I put my phone in the front here against the windscreen and the dashboard, it was just like a really good placement. And in my car, maybe if we didn't have this, but I love this. It gives me my Apple CarPlay. Right, so I went in for an energy drink, maybe a snack. That was the most of the stuff. And like, maybe I'll find a pink t-shirt because everyone told me go to Tesco. Here's what I bought. An energy drink. I bought a peach energy drink. And I'll tell you why. Because we're about to. In a couple of months we'll go to America, and it tends to be that I can't find the energy drinks that I like, but they'll have like different ones like this. So I thought I'll try some different flavors just so I know what I like while we're away. So there's that. I got a meal deal because I also was thinking about going to Yo Sushi. They've got a fresh, like an actual Yo Sushi counter in that Tesco, which is hit and miss. I've mentioned this before. I had it delivered a couple of weeks ago and it was actually really, really nice. But when they first opened, I was obsessed. I had it all the time. It was when I was calorie counting as well, which I am actually doing now, but we're not talking about that. I know that people don't like to talk about it, but I am. So that's why I'm like trying the Yo Sushi thing again. But at that point, I don't know if it was like a quality control thing or what, but I kept getting them that the rice just tasted of nothing. And the rice is such a major part of the flavour that eventually I just gave up on it. So today I got this, which to be fair, this is a lot, right? This is a huge amount of sushi, and it was part of the meal deal. So you get this instead of a sandwich, the premium one. Yes, please. And if anyone's interested, can I tell you, this is per 100 grams. 173 calories per 100 grams, and there's 196. So it'd be like less than 400 calories for this whole thing. I don't know if that's of interest to you, but it was of interest to me. And I got this breakfast oats, this nomadic vanilla and oats. I bought this more because I need to know how this is inside. And again, apologies, but there will be people that are interested, so I'm going to tell you. I think this is 140 grams, so the per 100 grams is 141. Which is not bad to say that it's like full of protein, so it says. So I'm going to have this for my breakfast. I'm just wondering, because it's got oats in it, it's not going to be crispy oats because it's not separate. So is it just going to be like soft, smushy oats in yogurt? I don't know. I'll show you when I open it. So that was my meal deal, which I thought was pretty good. I didn't know any of those things were included in the meal deal. Then I got some eye drops because crazy dry eyes recently. I can't tell you why, don't know what's going on. Then I also saw this that I thought, ooh, mentioned the other day about the crazy microblading situation, how it's all fading away to pink. Someone said if you dye your eyebrows, it dyes the skin and it stays for a while. So I was thinking of having my brows kind of like shaped and dyed. But honestly, I've got such little brow hair. It feels like a waste of money to have them like waxed or done whatever with and then dyed, because for sure I could do that myself. So I'm going to do this later. It's going to be fun for the remainder of this vlog. And then I got kind of like a bit away with myself. I bought this, which is not really coral. It's definitely more pink than coral. But it's cute, right? And it's quite unusual, I think, from the colours that I now have. I got rid of so much nail polish. So I'm like rebuilding my collection of nail polish. This is called Rose Libertine from Rimmel. These, which did not register on the self-checkout. And a moisturising hand mask, which normally I can't stand because you can't use your phone, you can't do anything. But I think I can probably play my Switch while I've got a hand mask on because there's no touchscreen involved. And then lastly, I bought this because my skin has been really dry recently and I remember really, really loving this. So I'm going to go back to it. Astral. It's like a Nivea. And I remember Joanna Lumley said in an interview that this was what she used, and she was probably being paid, but I don't care. I trust Joanna Lumley implicitly with my life, I would say. I have already filmed, in case anybody sees this in the future, I've already filmed a sponsored video for Skin and Me. It's not been approved. They might see it and just be like, no, this is terrible, we're not doing this. But I have already pre-filmed it. I was way ahead of myself. I was so pleased. Usually they'll give me, I get like a lot of time, and then I wait until like the day before it's due and then I make the video. This time I've made it weeks ahead, which is why no one's looked at it, because they're probably like, what's wrong with her? Why has she done this so early? But all that is to say, I went through a very basic skincare routine, and if suddenly I'm like every day using Astral from now, that's the reason that it wasn't in the video. That's the reason. Right, I'm going to go home, have my snack. And today, it's Tuesday. We skipped ahead. Yesterday was a blur. I got loads of product photography done. Put a couple more things on our website. We did a little offer. It was a lot of smoke and matches yesterday. And I didn't film the podcast with the candle guy, but we're doing that today instead. So yeah, I'll also leave that. If you've managed to make it this far in the vlog and you're interested in that kind of thing, I'll leave the videos that he's posted so far linked in the description of our like chats, the candle podcast chats, because they've been really interesting for me. I found them immensely there's more than inspirational. Like I feel like I come away from them like, yeah, I feel really, really good. So maybe you will too. I don't know, but I'll leave those links for you below. Also, I've been listening to this book, the only one left on Audible, and it is fantastic. Really enjoying it. Right, I've just finished the podcast and I'm diving straight in with my I picked you up then like I wasn't recording, with my sushi while I edit stuff because I'm starving. Maybe I'll have the yogurt for a dessert. Usually I just send the guy do the podcast with the clips, but I decided this time I'm just going to edit them and send them to him because I feel like that will be easier for me to do quicker. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Also, I started painting my nails before so that I'd leave as much time between coats as possible, and that was like an hour and a half ago. I actually don't hate this. It almost kind of looks like a sheer gel type situation. But I did message the woman I used to go to do my nails, Kirsty at the Dome, to see whether or not she could fit me in this week. And she didn't message me back till today, but she said she could fit me in tomorrow at 4. So I think I might go and have some gels just to see. I just want to see whether or not I can get them to last through my pot making and stuff, you know? So I'd like to get back into the habit of going to see her because I miss Kirsty. We had some great chats. I've got lots to catch her up on. So I ended up making loads of social media content for Smoke and Matches yesterday when we left off. And then by the time Lee got home, I was not really feeling like cooking anything, so we ordered Nando's. But the best part for me is because I get chicken thighs and mashed potato, I get 2 meals out of it. Also some halloumi. So for my lunch today, I'm having leftover Nando's. I've done the brows. This is the stuff from yesterday that I put on my brows. It's lunchtime. Apparently it takes 10 minutes. Hopefully nobody calls me with an urgent thing on Teams because I cannot answer it like this. That looks pretty good. Scary, actually. Pretty good. I think that's going to be it for today's vlog. I don't even know. I barely know where we began. It was days and days ago. It was practically a week. But the next one will be picking up quite possibly with my hair appointment. I'm so excited. I've had like moments of, it's a lot of hair to lose all at once. The last kind of 24 hours because I made a ton of videos for Smoke and Matches. And my hair was down and I was like, I'm going to be posting these all next week. Am I going to regret this? But because I've started the fundraiser, that's given me like an absolute. It's given me no way out, no backing out. People have donated money, so I have to do it. I'm not going to regret it. But, you have that kind of wobble. We'll see. But the next time you see me, I will be very close to having a lot less air.
To get back the life I used to know.